Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be finding out what happens if you go inside these particular houses in Valentine and Strawberry late at night in Red Dead Redemption 2. So this is actually something we were briefly able to cover on the PlayStation 4 and console versions of Red Dead Redemption 2. It's actually the Peeping Tom event that occurs. It's a chance encounter that happens in Valentine and Strawberry. And essentially what happens is you're looking through the window of each one of these encounters, and when you do so, you see something interesting on the inside. Well, with the help of some PC magic, now we can actually get on the inside of these buildings while the events are occurring. Again, we were briefly able to get on the inside on the PlayStation 4 afterwards through some glitches, but this is going to be much better. So what I'm going to do is show you guys the normal encounter first, and then what we'll do is go on the inside on the PC version. So this first encounter happens on the north side of Valentine, and again, these all happened around 3 a.m., where you will find two guys outside of a house window, and this is what happens.
That's something you don't see every day.
Guess he ain't such a big tough cowboy after all.
Ah, poor baby. Did Mama never hold you?
Reckon you might have held him too much.
We can't keep this to ourselves. It would be wrong.
Hell no. The town has a right to know. Big Hank likes a spank.
Come on, let's go. I can't take any more of this.
What's so damn funny, anyway?
Well, I've been a bad boy again, Mama. A bad, bad boy.
Yes, you have.
Oh, well, don't go easy on him. I need to be taught a lesson. Oh, yeah, that's more like it. Close the drapes. If you tell a soul, I swear I'll kill you.
Thank you for the show.
Okay, so that was a very interesting event that's going on there. You can see that guy was getting like spanked by someone, and then she goes over and closes the blinds. Well, let's see if we can get on the inside while those individuals are participating in the act that they're doing. So I ended up teleporting through the walls, and this one was by far the least satisfying of all the ones we looked at today, because there was no way for us to get on the inside. Like, the interior didn't load. Well, I take that back. We were easily able to get on the inside, but it's weird. Like, the lighting was not working. The interior didn't load. So all we could do was see these dark figures of what was happening inside the room. Like, not even things like the bed had spawned in. So there was definitely some weird things happening. Yes, we could get inside, but the interior itself was just simply not loading. Now, what's also kind of interesting is once the cutscene actually plays, I don't even know if you could consider it a cutscene, the NPCs like disappear. So they're not still inside of this building. They are completely gone. So anyways, that is the first encounter right there. The second encounter moves us to Strawberry, where once again, sort of the same thing happens. We encounter two guys looking inside of a window, and this is what occurs.
Hey, stop your slobbering. Coming up the window. I thought I told you to quiet down before she hears us.
Hey, give me some room. Even better than when I make it up in my head.
God damn, what's taking her so long? I thought you said it was back there.
It is, I swear. I know her routine better than I know my own.
She's got her finger on the buttons. Here we go. Showtime.
No, don't stop, sweet Lord, we'll be here till tomorrow at this rate.
Oh, this is useless. Come on, let's get out of here before someone sees us.
Oh, shit, come on.
Just what are those two peeping at, anyway? What did I expect?
Not again, you filthy pervert! Have an eyeful of this!
Oh, shit!
I may have deserved that.
Okay, so that was a pretty fun one, right? That lady ends up pulling out a shotgun, and we ended up getting wanted in the town of Strawberry. Certainly one of the more unique encounters that happens here. Well, again, let's see if we can get on the inside here, and this time we actually were able to, which makes this pretty cool. So what I did is I simply teleported inside of the room, and you can see that we are inside while she is still doing her little, like, looking into the mirror, getting ready act. And this is sort of fun. We can actually look through the wardrobes if you want. I don't believe there's actually anything there. Now, what's funny is when she actually turns around to get the shotgun, because if you actually look long enough, the same routine will happen, even though you're inside of the house. She'll go and get the shotgun, and when that occurs, the game like automatically teleports you on the outside. So even though we were inside of the house, the second that occurred, we got pushed to the outside. And when I tried to get back in, she was nowhere to be found. The way the interior of this house works, there's that main room in which you see her in, and then there's sort of like an exit room that she goes to that isn't really completed. And again, just like the first outcome here, she totally vanished. But either way, it was still cool to see what happened on the inside here. Now, one thing that I didn't do here that I almost might go back and do is doing these all as John Marston. It would be interesting to see his responses, if they were different than Arthur's, if the people reacted differently to John Marston, or if these events even occur in the epilogue. Like, I'm sure they would, but again, seeing his reactions would be pretty neat. That's something we might do separately. And again, as we've explained in the past, because Rockstar didn't anticipate anyone to get inside here, there isn't anything that you can like grab from here. There's like a hidden weapon or some jewelry or collectibles on the inside. It's just like, you know, empty space that you can open up and search. So that's the one that takes place in the town of Strawberry. And our final one today takes place again in Valentine. So this might actually take a couple of different saves for you to inspect them all. This one occurs towards the southern part, near like the barn area. And you'll actually encounter this couple that apparently is doing something. I'm really not too sure, but take a listen to this right here.
Hurry up and get on with it. God damn. I was done 10 minutes ago and had time to clean my boots.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Look at them. They're all over each other.
There's 3 sheets to the wind, I reckon.
Yeah. What is that thing they're smoking anyway?
Beats me. Sure don't look like tobacco.
Come on, mister. It's there on a plate. He's missing all the cues.
Let's get out of here.
Well, let's see.
I am gloriously fuddled now.
I feel so light and heavy at the same time.
Have I told you what an amazing woman you are?
Oh,
But
stop.
you are. Let us be free and wild and bad, my dear. Let us make love like love has never been made before. Let me take you to the clouds.
Well, that was pathetic for all of us.
So a lot of people have assumed that that is actually the sheriff of Valentine, but I actually don't think that's the case, Sheriff Malloy. Number one, you can see Sheriff Malloy outside while this is still happening. And number two, they look sort of different. But we actually got to experience this on the inside, and it's so weird. I don't know like what sort of like drug or potion these guys took. But as you guys can see there on the inside, they like start fumbling around and they're slipping all over the place. The guy particularly, he can't even like manage to stay up. And of the 3 we're looking at today, this one's kind of cool because the NPCs stay there after the cutscene and the interior stays there too. So this entire room, again, you can check the drawers. You can't actually leave if you want. You have to like teleport back out. Now you can't actually do any damage to these guys either. I did some tests with some dynamite and pulling out my pistol, and there isn't really a way in which you can do any damage to them, even if you like light this whole place on fire. So definitely some interesting things happen behind closed doors at night in the town of Strawberry and in the town of Valentine. And this is cool. We finally, through the help of some PC magic, get to see what really happens once we're on the inside of these houses instead of being a peeping Tom from the outside. And I gave this warning when I originally made this video on the consoles. Be warned, if you do this, you will get some negative honor for watching. It's not a ton, but if you are trying to be a good outlaw in Red Dead Redemption 2, this is something you might want to avoid watching. Otherwise, you will get some dishonorable points. However, if you are being a good outlaw, if you just shoo them away and you don't watch any of this, then you can get some good honor points. So just keep that in mind depending on what your honor level and status is. So again, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below, or better yet, reach out to me on my Facebook page. Now that Red Dead Redemption 2 is out on PC, what are some more mysteries and experiments you guys would like me to try that allows us to, teleport into places we couldn't go before, or get inside of areas that were once restricted? Again, you can let me know down there, and if we haven't covered it and it's something that I can do, you might find your idea featured in a future video. So of course, let me know what you're thinking. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest Red Dead Redemption and GTA videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.